At this moment, in a beautiful villa, Dwayne was talking to a young man dressed in luxurious clothes. Behind that man, two female bodyguards stood at attention. They were armed with swords and emitted an unapproachable aura. "Dwayne, what's this Gemophen that you are talking about? Is it really that powerful?" Oliver Williams took a sip of his coffee. "Mr. Williams, I can assure you of its effects. I have personally tried the pill myself," Dwayne boasted confidently. "A Gemophen pill saved my life when I was close to death from internal injuries. I'm not exaggerating when I say this medicine could heal almost anything." "Talk is cheap. Where's the pill? Let me have a look." Oliver stretched out his palm. "Due to the rarity of Gemophen, I do not have one with me right now." "Are you joking? You called me here in the dead of the night for a deal? How could you not be prepared with the goods?" Oliver's eyes glinted coldly. "Mr. Williams, please calm down. I would never dare to offend you. One of my men is on the way to obtain the prescription. I'm sure he will be here soon." Dwayne tried to appease him. "For your sake, I hope he does. Don't you know the consequences of toying with a member of the Boulderthorn Guild?" Oliver rapped impatiently on the table. "Of course, Mr. Williams. Once I receive the prescription, I will start production immediately and present the first batch of Gemophen to you," Dwayne answered. "That's more like it." Oliver nodded with satisfaction. "On my end, I will say a few good words about you to my father. Who knows? He might extend his support to you if he is in a good mood. Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. I will not let you down." Dwayne's face broke into smiles. According to his research, not only could Gemophen heal severe internal injuries, but it could also accelerate the effects of training in martial artists. If the pill was properly marketed, martial artists all over the world would be interested in getting this pill for themselves. That was why Dwayne contacted Boulderthorn Guild in the first place. As one of the top guilds in the South, Boulderthorn's influence was spread far and wide. Their guild members were in the hundreds of thousands, having top positions in politics, the military, and the business world. If he was able to get an exclusive contract to supply Gemophen to the Boulderthorn Guild, his wealth would be multiplied numerous folds. Chapter 106 being the top dog in Millsbug wouldn't be a far-fetched dream. "Dwayne, don't get ahead of yourself. If you want my father's support, first, you would have to supply us with Gemophen continuously. Secondly, loyalty is paramount. Do you understand?" Oliver said sternly. "I will remember your advice, Mr. Williams." Dwayne nodded. While talking, they were interrupted by a commotion from the gardens. The noise sounded like a cacophony of curses and cries of pain. "What's going on?" Dwayne frowned. At this moment, a bodyguard rushed into the room, his face pale as a sheet. "Boss, someone trespassed into your villa." "What?" Dwayne's expression darkened. "Who's the punk who dared to trespass on my property? It's too dark to identify the intruder. However, it is confirmed that he came alone," the bodyguard mumbled. "Geez. What's wrong with the lot of you? Can't you handle even one person?" Dwayne roared in anger. "Boss, that person was too powerful. Our men could not hold him down," the bodyguard cried out helplessly. The man had infiltrated the villa as inconspicuously as a shadow. His movements were agile and his attacks ruthless. No number of bodyguards could stand up against him. With a flick of his finger, they were all blown away like leaves in the wind. According to your description, he must be a martial artist? Dwayne scratched his chin in confusion. There are many martial artists in Swinton, however, few are on my level. Besides, they have started guilds of their own and rarely appear except for important occasions. They wouldn't trespass on my property without reason. Boss, now is not the time to contemplate these things. For your safety, it is better for you to flee, the bodyguard advised Dwayne. Flee? Dwayne scoffed. How can I ever show my face in public if any simpleton could chase me away from my own villa? But that man is too powerful. What if the bodyguard trailed off? That's enough. I am curious to see the man's abilities for myself. Dwayne was not intimidated at all. He had been well trained in martial arts since childhood. How could he back down from a challenge? Dwayne, it seems you have met with some trouble. Do you need my help? Oliver asked knowingly. It's just a small inconvenience, Mr. Williams. Don't trouble yourself. Dwayne chuckled. Please wait for a moment, I'll be back shortly after I settle this matter. He stood up with a slight bow and left the room.